Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. We got a lot of things happening. It's Halloween week. As I film this, it's actually Halloween. I'm dressed as Scotty V from that famous YouTube channel, Great Scott. It's actually under Scotty V. Or the best thing to do is go to the Superman homepage because that has the most updated episodes. My crack team of me doesn't have all of the staff needed to get these things up online right away, but you'll see this every week at the Superman homepage, so check that out. But that's who I'm dressed as, so I hope I'm doing a decent job. We had announcements that AT&T was going to be having a poster giveaway if you came in certain day of Halloween week, ending with today and Batman. You could get the poster from each of the Justice League characters, 5, not including Superman, and not including whoever the Mystery Unite the 7th is, which I still say I saw a little green glowing blip next to the Bat plane as they were flying around in one of the earlier trailers. Maybe they didn't mean for that to be given away. Maybe I was just infested with eye kryptonite at that time and saw something that wasn't actually there. But that seems to indicate to me that it's going to be a Green Lantern type of thing. But we also saw what appeared to be a Kryptonian girl dressed in Superman-ish clothes but with bare legs, and everybody argues with me of that too. So maybe it was just Superman in his fresh hose. I wasn't able to get the posters at AT&T because I was working, and I only heard about it on Saturday, which was the 28th. And if you went on Saturday, the 28th of October, in costume, you were able to get all 5 posters in one day. But of course, you could have just gone there every day and gotten one of the posters. I heard about it the 3rd day in, which was Aquaman Day. The other thing that also released this week was Batman Week for the Justice League promotion on YouTube and on TV. I guess they've been releasing each character's little tiny 1.5 or 2 minute story. We've already gotten an Aquaman, a Wonder Woman, a Flash, and a Cyborg, and now we have Batman. It's the only one I haven't watched yet because it just came out yesterday, starting the new week, which is Batman Week. I'm not really sure why they call it a week. Each character had a week. I don't think they were releasing other things every other day. I think they released the one new trailer about each character. It's cool because they intersperse a little bit of comic art and animation art into it, and they put their name up and they give you their little origin type story. So check all that out if you haven't seen it. We only have, by the time you're going to be watching this, less than 17 days before Justice League opens wide here in America on November 17th. I have my tickets for Friday, November 17th. I wanted to go on Thursday, but some people in my family were all going as a big group. Couldn't go that day, so we're going on Friday, which is the actual opening day anyway, and the day before would have been an early preview, which I do like to do. But I got IMAX tickets, and what's cool about this IMAX version is it's called the 2D experience. I don't really love going to IMAX when it's a 3D conversion, and I don't like seeing 3D my first viewing of a film. I think it's kind of a distraction. It can be cool at times, and if you're Avatar or something where special cameras were invented and the whole movie's made in a 3D virtual type world and it's made to be viewed that way, it's great. But when it's a gimmick and they're trying to make more money by making every movie 3D when it hasn't been filmed that way and it's not really made that way, that doesn't usually do it for me. Although I have watched them. Man of Steel actually looked great in the 3D IMAX. It helps to have that giant screen and this great sound behind you. But it was like my 4th viewing when I saw it. So I wouldn't go, and I wouldn't recommend going to 3D the first time. I'm sure lots of people out there do. Maybe they only see all their movies of superhero quality in 3D. I wouldn't blame them for that either, because it is kind of a cool thing. But for me, I want to really see everything the way it's filmed first, and then look at the 3D later. Obviously, a movie like Avatar, you don't have that option. It was only 3D. It was made that way. So I'm going to the IMAX 2D experience, and I'm very excited about it. I'm taking the girls, and of course, I'm going with my parents and my sister, and my other sister, and my brother, and we're all going to be there. We're all going to see, hopefully, the return of Superman more than just in Lois's dream, although I wouldn't put it past them if they're finished with him, because DC's kind of dismissed Superman as a thing. The other thing I heard about yesterday was that the running times for Justice League in European countries, I guess England, might have been the one I heard, is still showing at 2 hours and 30 minutes or 2 hours and 50 minutes, depending on which country. So it was more than one country, and obviously not here because we've gotten our runtime. I talked about it last week, and that is barely over the runtime of an episode of one of those DC Nation shorts from a few years ago. 2 hours and 1 minute, which is barely enough to even introduce Aquaman and then tell us about his origin, let alone show Batman traversing the world and finding all 5 of these heroes to work with him. And then in the later third of the movie, which we've been promised from a couple of people, to see Superman's return. So they're really cramming a lot in. If it works, if it's great, if people love it, you'll hear all about Joss Whedon in the next morning. If it's bad, or if people don't like it, or if it gets complained about, you'll hear all about Hack Snyder and how he ruined our lives. Even though he's created all these characters for the screen this time around. This is his version, including Wonder Woman. Even if they're changing up her origin a little bit because the 100 years doesn't work out based on the way they ended the Wonder Woman movie, which he also wrote, along with 2 other people. But he's top billing writer on the Wonder Woman movie, created this version of her character, and they may change it up a little bit, but he cast Gal Gadot, wrote the story, and he wrote the story of all the other movies too, except for Suicide Squad, which nobody wants to remember anyway. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Get excited, be excited, stay excited. It's November!